Okay, let's start out standing just in front of this chair. So you need a chair for today and just your mat. Your feet are going to be parallel, your arms long. You're going to bring your chin down to your chest and then just slowly start to roll down. Let's get all the way down into this. You can bend those knees if you need to. And just let your head hang right here. Kind of shift forwards into the toes just a little bit, even if the knees are bent. And then hollow the belly and roll back up one vertebrae at a time, scooping through the stomach as you come up. Shoulders go down and back. And again, bring the chin down to the chest and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Let your arms hang, let the head hang, let everything go. And then slowly rolling back up, using the abdominals to pull yourself back up. Really hollowing out through the belly. Whenever you're at the top, stack the spine, lift the chin, open the chest, and then again, bring the chin down and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Last one, take a peek at your feet, make sure that they're parallel, just a couple of inches apart. Arms go long, head hangs towards the floor. And then I want you to hollow the belly, pull up through the belly button, pull up right below the ribs, and then pull in. Stack the spine, shoulders down and back, take a deep breath. Good. I want you to go with your forearms on top of the chair. You're going to bring the toes back behind you into a plank. Try not to let the hips sink down right here. That will cause some pain in the low back. Keep the hips a little bit higher. Hold this. You're going to take your right knee, pull the knee in. Make sure that the chair is secure. Same leg, right leg. If you have to, put the chair up against a wall to make sure that it's not going to slide or push over while you're doing the work. Bend and then step back. 3 and push. Keep your chin lifted, look at your hands. One more. We're going to do the left leg. I like to make 11s out of my hands so the palms will face in towards one another. 6 and push. My abs are sore from yesterday from the studio on the reformer. And 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're going to lift the hips, walk the feet towards you, and just press the chest towards the legs, staying on those forearms. Just hold that and breathe. Then I want you to walk your feet back into a plank position. Remember, don't let the hips get too low. Make 11s with the arms. Take your right knee towards the outside of the chair, open, and then push back, touch the floor. 7, and then push back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Left leg comes in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Think of dragging the chair towards you. And 1. You're going to walk the feet in just a little bit. Bring the heels down. Press the chest towards the legs. Relax the shoulders a little bit there. And then walk back into the plank one more time just to get ourselves a little bit warmer. Hold this. Remember to keep the hips up a little bit higher. Hold this. Right leg extends back and point the toe. Lift for 8 and tap the toenails. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the foot down. Left foot extends back. Lift up for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the feet in, and then drop your hands down to the ground, and then bring your knees down to the ground as well. Again, make sure that the chair is secure on the next one as well. We're going to go down onto our back and bring the arches of the feet up onto the chair. The arms are just going to be down by your side. Excuse me. Feet and knees are going to stay parallel. So think of maybe having a small ball in between the knees And you're keeping a little bit of pressure on that. Arms long, press into them. Tuck the pelvis and then slowly lift the hips into the air and hold this at the top. Shoulders down and back, making a long line all the way through the tip of the knee. And then you're gonna scoop and roll down one vertebrae at a time, all the way back down into the bottom. Tucking the pelvis and then lifting the hips into the air, holding this at the top, shoulders down and back, maybe come up a little bit higher, stretching out through those hip flexors, engaging the backs of the legs, but pulling the abdominals in, feeling those work as well. Scoop and roll down one vertebrae at a time, back down into neutral. Tucking the pelvis, lifting the hips slowly, one vertebrae at a time, coming up and holding it here, and then scooping and rolling down. Good. On the next one, we'll tuck the pelvis, and then whenever we get to the top, we're gonna stay there. Hold this at the top. Take your right leg up to tabletop, extend it up towards the sky, flex the foot, drop the bottom a little, push up for 4. And 3, 2, and 1. Set your foot down on the arch on the chair, and then you're gonna scoop and roll down one vertebrae at a time here, all the way back down. We're gonna tuck the pelvis, and then lift the hips into the air. We're gonna hold this at the top and then bring your left foot up, flex the foot, and go down for 4 and push. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna set the foot down and then scoop and roll back down. Pull the knees into your chest and then just kind of rock yourself up here. And then we're gonna slowly come back up onto our knees. And then we'll come into a standing position. Just bring the arms long, sit the hips back, find a stretch before we get started here. Just a note, if you guys have a chair that has a hard surface on the top and you wanna make it more padded, you can put something on the top of it. Just be cautious if you're putting a towel or something on there because that might slip. So if you need to put something on the edge for the feet whenever we do those. You're gonna come forwards, hold this in that long arm plank. Make sure that the hips don't sink down. Holding here just with the long arms, same thing. You're gonna pull the right knee in and push back. Now let's alternate. Left and push back. 6, and push. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to take your right knee to the outside of the chair. Open and push back. Left knee. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to extend your right leg back behind you, lift it up for 8, 7, 6, shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to switch. That left leg comes up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the feet in a bit. Sink the hips back some here. I'm going to bring the hands down, and then I'm going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to take the chair, and we're going to turn it around the opposite direction. Excuse me. Again, if you're using a chair on a hard surface, make sure the chair gets on your mat so that we don't slip on the chair. I'm going to move mine so that you can see what I'm doing. Using the chair, sort of like we would a ballet bar, just doing a little glute series here. So I'm going to have you take your arms and cross them over like Adrian Nogini, or you can make like 11s out of them. I just like to kind of lightly cross them. And I like to keep my head lifted, but you guys are welcome to bring your forehead down onto the top of the chair as well. want you to have a slight bend in your knees here, but pull the belly up and in so that we're not sinking down through the low back, because that's going to cause some pain later that we don't need. I'm going to have you take your right knee and flex the foot. You're going to lift the leg up for 8 and lower. 7, squeezing the glutes and keeping everything else stable. 4, 3, 2, you're going to lift the leg up, hold it there, little pulses. Flex the foot. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, that's good. And then hold that leg up, bring the knee in line with the other out to the side. 8, 7, 6, keep that flex, keep the standing knee slightly bent. 4, 3, 2, belly up and in. Lift the leg, hold, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to bring that leg down to the floor. And then I'm going to turn and face towards, with that same leg that we were just working, is going to be in the air. The foot that's on the ground is going to be the same foot that was on the ground previously, but I'm going to turn it just a little bit so I can turn to the side. So that foot's going to be angled out. Hold this. Lift that leg up right here. Bend your standing leg just a little bit and hold. Good. Then I want you to take this leg, kick it out, flex, bring it back in. Keep the foot flexed the whole time. 6, I'm on that forearm. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend and hold. You're going to bring the knee forwards and then press the heel backwards, keeping that leg lifted as high as you can and push back. 6, a little bend in that standing leg as well. 5, and push back. Woo, feeling it here. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it right in the middle. Lift it straight up. Going 8, 7, 6, ouch. 4, 3, 2. Bring the hand up behind your head. Bend everything in. That should feel really good. Kind of squat into it. And then open and kick. 7, open and kick. 6, 5, and push. 4, almost there. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that all the way in. Turn back towards the chair. I'm going to go with a long arm on this one. So the arms are going to be straight. And I'm going to keep my legs straight as well. I'm actually going to go in a little bit of a turnout position. So heels together, toes turn slightly out. Again, that same leg is working. Right leg extends back. We'll lift and tap. 7, 6, keep the abdominals pulled in. 5, you can keep a tiny bend in the knee if needed. 3, 2, and 1. Now we curtsy and we kick. 7, and push. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold right there, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that down. Let the arms come all the way down to the ground. Let the head hang. Bend the knees. And then hollow your belly and slowly roll up. We're not going to do the other side immediately. We're going to shift gears back to our chair. So we're going to turn the chair again, musical chairs here, back onto the opposite side. I'm going to go onto the side forearm. Previously, I was standing on my left leg. So I'm going to use my left forearm, and you guys can choose if you are on the right side, that's fine, but try to do the same arm and same leg that you were standing on, just to make this flow where you're doing the correct side. So let's go on to a kneeling forearm plank here. A little bit less intense than before, but we'll start to add on. Hold this. The hand can stay down here. You can bring it up behind the head if you feel like that's going to feel good as well. Just holding this. The top leg is going to extend out, and it's going to lift and lower. 8, 7, nice and slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the leg up, hold here, little circles forwards, just like you're tracing the inside of a coffee cup. Pull those bottom ribs down, and then switch directions. Feeling that leg here. Think of pulling up those bottom ribs, hold here. You're gonna pull the knee into the chest, extend it out, and tap the floor, and lift. Bend the knee into the chest, extend out, tap the floor, and lift. 3, push, tap, and lift. 4, push, tap, and lift. 5, good. 6, and tap. 2 more. 7, and tap, and lift, and down. Good. Now, I'm gonna have you come up. So we're gonna come onto a long arm plank on this one. You can always stay on the forearm if needed though. So I'm gonna take that top foot in front, bottom foot in back. Hold this, make sure that that chair is secure. Hold this right here. Good. I'm gonna take the top toe just to the calf. I'm gonna close and open. This one always gets me. 7, and open. 6, good. 5, 4, woo. 3, almost there. 2, and 1. Hold this, extend the leg out, and then go into a front plank. Hold this. Take the knee to the chest, round the back, and then extend the leg out. You're gonna come forwards, bring the knee to the chest, round the back deeply, and extend out. 6, and push. 5, and push. 4, 3, almost there. 2, push the toes back, shift it forwards, hold here, keep the knee in line with the other knee, and open and close. Open and close. 3, 4, it's gonna be slightly forward actually. 5, 6, 7, one more, and 8. You're gonna take this down, kneeling. We're gonna have one forearm on the chair. So I'm actually gonna do the opposite. And we had our left leg down, or I had my left leg down that whole time. I'm gonna actually put the right leg down, and I'm gonna have the left forearm down. So I'm gonna extend that left leg back and reach the right arm forwards and hold right here. I'm gonna do little lifts, squeezing the glutes and the upper back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, pull the belly into the back. 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna sit back, reach the arms out in front on the top of the chair, and I'm gonna let the head hang, getting a stretch through the neck, the tops of the shoulders, the upper back. Just be careful with yourself here. Be where you can breathe, finding a stretch through the tops of the arms. You're gonna slowly drag your fingertips back towards you. Lift your head first, and then slowly bring the arms down and open the chest. You're gonna take the chair, turn it the opposite direction. Are we good? Yes, okay, perfect. My buns were feeling that. I was happy to get into that plank. So I'm actually going to take my chair to the opposite side, but you can stay right where you are. So going into that, let me just scoot here for just a second. Good. Going into that glute series again. I'm gonna do the opposite leg. Make sure that you're doing the opposite leg here. We're gonna go down onto the forearms, bend the knees, excuse me. Hold that bent knee, feet are in parallel. I'm gonna flex my left foot. You might be on the opposite, hold this. We're gonna keep the chin lifted if you like, and press the heel up. 8, and lower the knee. 7, and lower. 6, 5, keep that foot flexed. 4, 3, shoulders relaxed. 2, and then lift the leg up, hold, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring this in, bring it out to the side. 8, and lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you're going to lift the leg up, hold it there, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to set that foot down, and then I'm going to turn. I'm going to turn the foot out at a diagonal. So for me, it's pointing at like 2 o'clock. That might be opposite for you guys, depending on what leg you're on. It might be at 10 o'clock. But I'm going to angle it where my forearm is on the chair, and I'm going to still keep working that same leg that was lifted in the air for the glute lifts here. I'm going to do the same leg here. Good, hold, and then you're going to take that leg and lift it up, keep the foot flexed. You're just going to extend and bend, extend and bend. 6, open the chest. 5, 4, little bend here. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the leg. You're going to bring the knee forwards and then push the heel back. 7, and then push back. 6, try to keep everything else still. 5, feel the work here. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to bring it back in the center, lift up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the hand up behind the head, curl it in. Woo! And then kick the leg out. Curl in and kick. 6. Let's breathe. 5 and kick. 4 and kick. 3, we're almost there. 2 and 1, and then we bring it back in. Then we're going to go back to the chair. We're going to go to a long arm position. The arms are going to be straight. Making sure that everything is very still from fingertips down to the bottom. Hold this. Heels together, toes turn out. I'm going to take that opposite leg. So that left leg is going to lift, and we're going to lift up and down. Lift and tap. The same leg that we were just working is still working. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to curtsy the leg in behind the calf and then kick back. 7, and kick back. 6, 5, use your breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down. Woo! Bring the hands down. Just kind of bend one knee and then the other right there, giving those legs a little shake. And then hollow the belly and slowly roll up. Good. Kind of shake the knees there just a bit. And then I'm going to take my chair, turn it around again. Musical chairs. Good. Let's go back onto that side kneeling plank where we've got our forearm on the chair. So don't forget, make sure you're doing the opposite side, holding here, extending the leg out long, hold this. It's just gonna lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5. Make sure you're not up here, make sure you are leaning. 4, 3, 2, good. Hold this, little circles forwards. Take a deep breath. Good, little circles backwards, feeling that leg burn. Good, now we're gonna pull the knee into the chest. Push the leg out, drop it down and tap. Lift, pull in, push and down. Up, 6, and tap. 5, I'm shaking, here we go. 4, and tap, good. 3, yikes, shake, shake, shake. 2, 1 more. Push that leg away, woo. Here we go, side arm, but we're gonna go long arm. We're gonna take this out, top foot in front, and we just hold here. Find stability, make sure that chair is not gonna slide, and I take the top foot on the toe to the calf. We're gonna close and open. 7, this is where I really start to shake. 6, 5, woo. 4, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna turn towards the chair. Wow, that burns. We're gonna go into that front plank here. And then I'm gonna take my left knee, the same leg that was just working. I'm gonna pull it in around the back and then extend the leg back. Get a little stretch there, feels good. And then pull the knee into the chest around the back again. And push back. Here, 6, and reach the leg all the way back. Find some breath here. 5, and push. 4, and reach back. 3, and we push. 2, and 1. We're going to bring the knee just slightly in front of the other one. Open the chest. We're going to open it out for 8 and close. 7, feel that supporting leg working pretty hard in the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to set that knee down, and then you'll lift the opposite leg, holding here. So you'll have right arm down, left arm out, take a breath, right leg down, right leg extended, just doing the opposite, reach and lift, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take the hands on the top, sit back into this, find that shoulder stretch again. Keep it where you can breathe here. If you need to take the hands out wider, you can. Just let the head go. Big stretch on the top of the shoulders. I was really feeling those shoulders after that class that we did on Monday, bring the hands down to the floor, nice and slow, and then slowly roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Good. We're gonna stay here down on the ground. You're gonna flip over and bring your feet up onto the top of the chair, just laying them on the top. There we go. I think you'll be able to see a little bit better right there. Okay, perfect. So let's bring the feet up on the top, and we'll lay all the way down. So I'm gonna just lay the legs on the top lightly here. And then interlace the hands back behind the head, working into the abdominals a little bit differently. The elbows are gonna be slightly in front of the ears. Pull that bottom rib down, flex the feet a little here. Exhale, lift the chest. Drop the bottom there to keep the pelvis in neutral. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. It should give you a little vibration as you lift and hold. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Again, lift, keep a little flex of the feet. That way you've got some engagement of the legs. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, lower down. Shifting the bottom away from you to keep that neutral pelvis. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more. We lift and hold. Stay lifted. Let's rotate. Exhale, rotate to one side. Inhale to the center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Rotating. And center. 4. And center. Good. One more. Back into the center, and then we lower this down. Take your right leg, extend it straight out. You're gonna lift, rotate towards the leg. Exhale, rotate, pull the knee in, extend it back out. And 7, and reach. 6, the head can rest, or it can just float above the ground, your choice. And 4, and reach it all the way out. 3, 2, 1 more. We'll bring it back into the center, set that foot down, the head comes down. Extend the left leg out and then rotate. Exhale, rotate, pull the knee in. Inhale, reach it back out to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, reach. 6, and reach the leg out. 5, 4, 3, let's do 2 more here. Once more. And then we'll bring the foot down, bring the arms out to a T for just a little break. Bring the right leg up to tabletop, then the left. Squeeze the knees together, and then point the toes. Take the legs over to one side slowly with an inhale. Exhale, pull back to center. Legs go to the opposite side with an inhale. Exhale, pull back to center. Again, over to the opposite side. Exhale, pull. Again, over. Exhale, pull to center. Again, 1 more to each side. And over and back to center. Pull the knees into your chest. And then go ahead and pull yourself up from here. And then let's shift again. Let's come back up onto a forearm plank. And then let's come to that forearm plank and just hold. Just breathing here. Now, I want you to stay up on those tiptoes, and I want you to go into sort of a dolphin pose here. So lift the hips, bring the forehead towards the chair, and then shift back forward. So a little bit different dynamic, not as much of a stretch for the backs of the legs by dropping the heels. You're gonna keep the heels lifted. Lift up high, and then and then back forwards into that plank. You're gonna lift the hips, keep the heels lifted, feel the belly engage there, especially right after that abdominal work. Back into the plank. 11s with the arms, and then we lift. Really pushing through the backs of those arms, maybe feeling the triceps and the shoulders here. Definitely feeling the abdominals, especially when I use the breath more. Back into the center, let's just do 2 more. We're gonna lift, and then back forwards. Remember to keep those heels lifted, stay on that high tiptoe. Exhale, lift, and then walk the feet in, drop the heels, and just push the chest towards the legs, finding another stretch here for the shoulders in a different position. Bend one knee, and then the other. Good. Go ahead and slowly come up, slowly lift the head, and then we'll turn and sit in the chair. We'll just take a little break here for a second before we move. So let's actually do some tricep dips. Again, make sure that your chair is secure here. You don't want it to slide out from back behind you. So if you need to push it up against another piece of furniture or the wall or stick it to your mat, do that. So I'll go with my hands facing forwards. Knees are gonna stay bent. Open the chest. We'll go slow. We'll go down and then exhale, lift. 7 and squeeze back up. 6, really pushing backwards a little. 5, 4, keeping the knees in parallel. 3, 2, and 1. And then sit in the chair and just shake the arms for just a second. Take the hands, make a little fist. You can roll them around. Good. Your hands are going to go back onto the chair. This time we're going to add a little hip thrust to it whenever we have our arms straight to add a little bit more squeeze to this. So knees are bent, but feet are a little bit further away. We'll go down. We'll lift the hips and press through the arms a little bit deeper. Good. 7 and lift. 6, 5, 4, almost there. 3, come on, we can do this. 2, 1 more, lift high, kick right leg, kick left leg. Again, 6, 5, open those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go onto your toes, lift the heels, little pulses of the hips up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, my arms are on fire. Give our arms a break. Let's stretch the legs just a little bit here while we're seated. I'm going to take my right leg, cross it over at the ankle, just at the knee, and hold here. Lift the chest. Try to keep the spine long. And I want you to hinge forwards. Flex the foot that's crossed over, and just hold here, keeping the spine long, maybe dropping the chin just a little bit. If it's not putting too much pressure on that knee, you can just push down ever so slightly, whatever feels good to you on that leg. Coming into that a little deeper as you breathe. Take an inhale and send your exhale to that leg. Good. Let's slowly lift the chest. And then we're going to take that leg down carefully and cautiously. We'll take the opposite leg up, cross over at the knee. This side's just a little bit more tender for me. Just be mindful that each side of your body is going to function differently. Sit as tall as you can, flex that foot, and then keep a long spine and come forwards into this and hold here. If you want, you can slightly push away on that knee, but just go slowly and listen to your body. Take a deep breath. Remember to keep the spine long and braced. Drop the chin just a little. And relax the shoulders. Elbows come in towards the body, that helps. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, send the breath to that left leg on that hip, glute, inner and outer thigh, feeling it as well. Take another deep breath here. And then lift the chest, and then we'll cautiously bring that leg down out of that one. Let's go down onto the floor again. Let's go sideline, but away from the chair. So I'm gonna take the top leg and lay it up on top of the chair. I'll give you guys a second to get in place. My bottom arm is gonna reach out, it's gonna be long, and that top leg is just laying on the top of the chair. It's not doing anything except for maybe pushing some downwards pressure onto the chair. The bottom leg is gonna lift and then slowly lower. 7, it never lays all the way on the ground. 6, 5, you can always add extra balance by bringing the hand up. 3, 2, lift the leg up, little pulses. 8, 7, up high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now little circles, just tracing the inside of a coffee cup, go in one direction. And then switch, go the other direction. Lift it up, one more set of pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that down. I think we have worked the legs all the way around today. I'm just gonna flip over and face the other way instead of moving the chair this time because it's our last one on the chair. That bottom arm is gonna go out, the palm is gonna face up. You can add extra balance if you want to by the hand on the hip, and then we'll lift the bottom leg up and lower. 7 and lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the leg up, hold it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now little circles in one direction. You pick the direction, just the inside of a coffee cup. Keep that leg as long as you can. And then switch directions. And then lift the leg, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that leg all the way down, and then go ahead and come back over onto the mat. I'm going to take my chair and move it out of the way so that I can properly use the entire mat. Let's get some back extension because we did not get a whole lot of that on the chair. So I'm going to send you down onto your stomach here. I'm going to have you reach the arms back behind you. The palms are going to face in towards the hips. So a very simple, basic back extension. The toenails are pressing into the mat. Those legs are zipped all the way up. We're going to inhale, lift the chest, reach the fingertips back behind you as far as you can, and lift the chin, look forwards here. Let's look up for a bit instead of down. And then exhale, we lower. You can let those shoulders roll forwards right there as well. Inhale, lift the chest, and think of squeezing those arms in by your side as if I have my hands on your waistline here, and you're squeezing those arms on my hands. And then you're going to exhale, lower. Squeeze those legs, press the toenails in. Inhale, lifting. Feel that upper back working. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lifting. And then exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift. We're going to reach the arms all the way out in front. Lift the legs from the hips, slightly separate and swim. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Long limbs. Inhale, reach further. Exhale. Drop everything down. Stay where you are. We're gonna lift up again. All 4 limbs come up. The chest lifts, the head slightly lifts, and we swim. Inhale through your nose, lift those legs higher, arms higher, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You'll bring the hands beside the chest. You're gonna push back into a rest position, pulling the knees into the chest, and just letting the head come down to the mat. Take just a second there to breathe. Good. Let's come up onto all 4s, and let's send your left leg forwards on the outside of the hands. So a little bit of a deeper stretch here. The hands are gonna go on the inside of the foot. Just relaxing the shoulders here, trying to keep that knee and arm touching each other. Open the chest. Then let's push back. Let's go onto the heel and lift the toes. Still keep the hands on the inside of that foot, but flex the foot and relax the shoulders here, feeling a stretch on the back of that leg. We're gonna come back forwards with this, and I'm gonna give you guys options here to either stay here on the hands. This might be where your body needs to stay today for you to breathe. You can also just bring the outside arm down. That's much easier than both. You can also choose to bring both forearms down, but if you feel like it's too much, just back off and bring one down at a time. You get to pick where you're gonna stay for about 5 breaths. Wherever you are, I want you to make your way back up onto the hands and then push back one more time. Flexing the foot, keeping the spine long here, trying to hinge forwards and keeping a nice braced torso. Good, you'll shift forwards a bit and then swing that leg around back behind you. We're gonna switch to the opposite leg. So you're gonna bring it forwards, press the pelvis forwards, back leg is just relaxed there, holding. You can always have that back foot turned under if that feels better, but sometimes it causes cramping in either direction. So you pick what feels best. Keep hugging that knee in towards that arm and shoulder on that side. Take another breath here. Working our way to loosening this up for that deeper stretch. We're gonna push back, go onto the heel and lift the toes. I'm gonna try to keep a long spine here as much as I can. Flexing that foot back towards me. Relaxing the shoulders. Good, you're gonna bend that knee, come forwards, bring the hands down in front. Then you choose, you get to stay here, or you can bring that outside arm down first and see how that feels. Just be where you can keep your breath. If you wanna bring the inside arm down, you can, but make sure you're trying to keep the knee in close. And you're gonna take 5 breaths, being where you can take those breaths. Deep exhales out of the mouth. Send your breath where you feel the stretch. Don't try to resist the stretch. Try to let it happen. That way it will release. Let the head go a little. You're gonna slowly make your way back up and then sit the hips back one more time. Going onto the heel, lifting the toes, relaxing the shoulders. You're gonna bend the knee slightly and then swing it back around behind you. I'm gonna make my way to seated. Gonna cross the legs and sit as tall as I can. Sometimes for me, it's a little hard to get the breath from deep down. So if I just place a hand on the belly, maybe even one on the chest, that helps me feel where the breath is going. So if that helps you, go for it. If it helps just to relax, you can always bring the hands down. You have the option to close the eyes here for our breathing today. Just take a couple of breaths on your own, just to try to relax into it. And I'm going to lead you through a deeper breath. So I want you to breathe in, starting from the belly, the chest, and the nostrils. Then breathe out of the mouth, out of the chest, out of the belly. Feel that flow in that cycle. Then it comes from the belly in, the chest, the nostrils, and out of the mouth, the chest, the belly. Drop the chin just a bit. Try not to squeeze into the neck. Breathe in through the belly, chest, nose, out of the mouth, chest, belly. Just one more. Belly, chest, nostrils, out of the mouth, chest, and let the belly fall. If you have your hands on your chest or your belly, place them on your knees. Just take a couple of breaths here. Good. If your chin is down, then lift it up to a tall spine, and you can open your eyes whenever you are ready. Nice job working through the chair today. And I'll see everybody again next Monday and Thursday next week, back on the mat online.